Hey, what's up, you moneymakers and Mullen investors? Welcome back to the channel. Today was a great day. Mullen ended with 8.43% in green for the most part. We were trying to go up and about 10 cents. We saw the stair step up for the rest of the day. During the trading session, after hours, we are up 3.33%. And today we had great announcement for adding more revenue, which Mullen really very much needs at this point. They received the order of $63 million, announced 1,000 vehicle order received from Randy Marion Automotive Group that they have been working and have a close partnership with. So we will talk about that. We will also review how the change happened from bearish to slightly bullish at the moment. Write down in the comment section below if you believe tomorrow Mullen will go above and beyond 10 cents. Write down 10 cents in the comment section below. Do hit the like button. We need 200 likes so we can share this information with more and more people. 200 likes and subscribe to the channel as well. Make this channel part of your daily due diligence. I share very much every day a lot of details around Mullen and many other stock that you don't want to miss out. So do hit the like, subscribe, and let's get into it because we have a ton of information to cover. We'll be covering ACT Expo in Anaheim, which is looking stunning. First and foremost, let's start from what happened. Take a look right here as we talk. We are 8.606% up after hours. The important thing is the market was down. Nasdaq was down 1.08%. S&P was down 1.16%. And Dow Jones was down about 1%. However, with all this red markets, Mullen was up and our range was 6.8, so 7 cents and 10 cents, which is stunning. Write down if you are part of the bull party. Write down bull. And we also want to further figure out what this announcement means that Mullen had before a few hours. Mullen announced 1,000 vehicle order received from Randy Marion Automotive Group for Class 3 EV cab chassis trucks. Now, this is good because this proves the business model that they have been getting a ton of orders. Yes, the magnitude is not as high, but this is what happens in the beginning. This is not the fun period for many people, especially for the investors, because right now Mullen needs a ton more cash. We know that they have secured $110 million in funding. Think about it. When they add more revenue like this $63 million, that is going to help them, which means they won't really need to borrow that $63 million that they are going to look at one point, right? So the purchase order, or PO as you call it, $63 million for the procurement of 1,000 Class 3 EV low cab forward trucks. This Class 3 vehicle delivery commencing in August 2023. So it's not too far. It's not 24 or 25, which means for this revenue will be calculated as part of the 2023 financial year for Mullen. Now, Randy Marion Automotive Group is one of the largest and most respected commercial vehicle dealer group, as you already know, in the US. And they have issued this PO for 1,000 vehicle orders for Mullen 3, a Class 3 low cab forward LCF EV truck. The order has been placed by Randy Marion Automotive Group with the delivery commencing in August 2023. This purchase order value at $63 million between Randy Marion and the Randy Marion Automotive Group and Mullen Automotive. Now, why this is very important is because it is a turning diameter of 38 feet and excellent visibility with the superior vehicle on the city street. This versatile chassis provides a clean top of rail for easy uplifting with bodies up to 14 feet long and 5,800 pounds of payload, which is stunning. Now, take a look what they're saying. We continue to receive great interest from Mullen's commercial vehicles, especially for the Class 3 cab chassis, said Brad, who is the fleet GM and Vice President of RMA, Randy Marion Automotive Fleet Operations. Randy Marion continues to set the bar for the commercial dealership in the United States, and we are proud of working alongside with RMA in getting Mullen's commercial EV, starting with our Class 1, Class 3 EVs out within the customer. That was David, the CEO and chairman of Mullen Automotive. So with all this, we know that there are there is interest into the market. There are multiple orders that Mullen has been getting. And if you go back like a couple of weeks, these orders would have added a ton more price point value for the stock. And Mullen could have been 12 cents, 13 cents, 14 cents just based on this. But the challenge is the expectations set by Lawrence may be premature. Remember, I am not a financial advisor, nor am I a certified professional. I'm just sharing my view that the details that were shared about Saudi contract, $10 billion, so on and so forth, created a ton of expectations from the investor and investment community. Because remember, UNC Charlotte placed second order, total 15 vehicle. Again, I understand not a huge volume, but so what? It is proving the concept. I talked to you before a day that Mullen is going to participate in the ACT Expo in Anaheim, California, May 1st to May 4th, 2023. Here are some of the snippets or some of the snaps that you can take a look. Take a look at the vehicle right here. This is the Mullen 522, whatever the number the booth is, and you should be able to see how it is working. There are a couple of vehicles. This is the truck and EV3, EV1 class vehicle, and you should be able to find more information if you want to check out on Reddit and some of the pictures that you can also review. Now, the way the shift happens from bearish to bullish, take a look. More than 73,000 watchers on stock tweets. Sentiment right now for Mullen 810. By the way, right now we're at 86 after market, or 85 as we speak, 8586. So remember, this is a NASDAQ traded entity. You can buy or sell the stock after hours as well as pre-market. So you have the luxury. This is not any ordinary OTC market stock that you see Mullen, but the way the sentiment score changes is it is now slightly bullish. We were extremely bearish just before a day. 15 minutes ago, slightly bullish. 1 day ago, as I mentioned, we're slightly bearish. That is changing. The message volume is slightly low. 15 minutes ago, low, but it is going to change. The buzz level got back to normal activity, which was low just before more than a day. But remember, what we are trying to figure out is how the short sellers are still not convinced, because they are hitting so hard. So on May 2nd, take a look right here. On May 2nd, we are seeing 51.97 short volume ratio. With the FINRA volume, as you see, 298 million, the short volume ratio is 155 million. Now, when we see a ton of interest in Mullen from various communities, especially with the business to business, we are still seeing all kind of news and bearish sentiment. Now, where this is coming from and why the short sellers are keep selling is because they're still not convinced that Mullen can go through the roof, which could very well be the possibility. And we see for last few days, or maybe last 1.5 months, short struggles, and they failed to deliver, which is why Mullen started the investigation for the illegal short selling. Mullen also announced the information on DC contract. We should be seeing the completion of this project and PR very soon, because this is going to be completed very, very soon with 40 vehicles that you already know. This is a smaller contract of $680,000, which then can be a domino effect and that can be replicated for multiple authorities, multiple cities, states, so on and so forth. So this contract of 680,000, it's a proof of concept. It could work as a proof of concept as well as a prototype. And once we start getting more information about investigation around failure to deliver, that will add a lot of pressure on the short sellers, which are not working based on the rules. Now, if you think about the volume today, take a look. Today's volume, 279 million. The average volume is 279 million. Today's volume is 516 million. Now, when you see this volume that is also spiking compared to yesterday, and when the price point goes higher, so yesterday the high price point was 9 cents. Today, high price point was 10 cents. So if you think in last 4 trading session, the high is 8, 9, and 10 cents. However, we saw low went more lower, and which is why I'm slightly being cautious for myself, and I want you to be cautious as well. Think about, we were 8 cents, 7 cents, 7 cents, and 6 681. When we were high at 10, 681, 9, 7, 8, 7, so on and so forth. So the shorts are still strong, so you want to be slightly careful before you start trading. Or maybe if you're part of the swing trade party, this could be a pretty good news to you, because let's say if you take a look at this 5-day chart, we have seen ups and downs, which is a perfect use case or perfect situation for the swing traders, and which is what I believe that's happening. But if you take a look today, we saw the stair step up. Yes, we did go to 10 cents and we got back down to 6. But after that, if you take a look right here, we ended with 56 RSI, which suggests not an overbought, not an oversold condition. However, 50% of the FINRA volume, as we saw, is the short volume. However, if I zoom this chart, you should be able to see that the buying and selling volume, which means red and green bars, are evenly spreaded out, as you see on my screen, where the moving average has been fluctuating a lot and the real-time price point has been mostly around the moving average, which is a good sign. Now, with all this, there could be more fuel tomorrow and Mullen can hit more than 10 cents if, again, depends on the market condition, but Mullen can hit. We started seeing some of this article that this is the time to buy Mullen stock now. Investor place used to be pretty bearish, but I think the crux of the matter is if Mullen announces this $10 billion Saudi deal or hints us something around the Saudi deal, or there is a strong PR coming up, Mullen can skyrocket and goes 50, 60, 70% up. Now remember, these are penny stock. Risk versus reward could be very risky, but at the same time, there could be a ton more potential. So do your own due diligence and research and analysis, because there is a ton happening, and Mullen is addressing the concerns regarding the recent stock performance. With all that, I wanted to say I'll report back to you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.